Well, now turning to campaign 2024, where George Clooney has joined the calls for President Biden to step out of the race. And he's not just an actor, but an old friend and major supporter of the president. Just 3 weeks ago, Clooney hosted a fundraiser for Biden's re-election campaign, with the president posting this picture online.
But today, Clooney wrote an opinion piece in the New York Times titled, "I love Joe Biden, but we need a new nominee." CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer here now with the latest. Marcia.
Maurice and Christine, the president continued to woo supporters and insists he's in it to win it. But his day became more like a soap opera, an installment of As the World Turns, perhaps, after George Clooney broke ranks and said Biden needs to call it a day.
When labor does well, everybody does better.
President Biden was every bit the happy warrior as he met with national labor leaders who made it clear that Joe's their guy. But there was no applause from actor George Clooney, who only last month hosted a mega fundraiser in L.A. that brought in a record $30 million for the Biden-Harris ticket. Clooney published an essay in the New York Times saying that Biden should step aside because he can't win the fight against time. Age is a factor. "We are not going to win in November with this president," Clooney said. "On top of that, we won't win the House, and we're going to lose the Senate. This isn't only my opinion. This is the opinion of every senator and Congress member and governor that I've spoken with in private."
This is devastating to President Biden.
Political expert J.C. Polanco says it's a double body blow, first losing support from a longtime friend, but also coming from a hugely respected Hollywood fundraiser.
So is it going to impact the battleground states across the country? I don't think so at all, but it will impact the money.
Many others weighing in.
Joe Biden will win this election if the party unifies behind him.
Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal supports Biden, but
I am deeply concerned about Joe Biden winning this November because it is an existential threat to the country if Donald Trump wins. So I think that we have to reach a conclusion as soon as possible.
It's up to the president to decide if he is going to run. We're all encouraging him to make that decision because time is running short. He's beloved. He is respected, and people want him to make that decision.
Listening to the legitimate concerns of Ohio voters, my job is to fight for them.
I've had some personal conversations, though, wondering who is the best person to carry on that Biden agenda.
And in another development, New York Lieutenant Governor Antonio Delgado also called for the president to step aside, which was a sharp break with Governor Hochul. Now, Mr. Biden was dealt another blow when Hudson Valley Congressman Pat Ryan, one of the Democrats' most vulnerable incumbents, also called for him to get out. The president's low poll numbers in New York have Democrats in a tizzy, worried that it could hurt their chances to flip control of the House. I'll have that story coming up at 6 o'clock. Christine, Maurice.
All right, Marcia, thank you.